My beloved, listen closely. I am not a God who wastes time, nor do I waste the lives of those whom I have called by name. Even now, in this moment of your life, as you look back over the long and winding road that has brought you here, I need you to understand something profound. Every step you took, even the ones you thought led you nowhere, were under my watchful eye. I have been preparing you, shaping you, and forming you through all those seasons that seemed silent, all those years that felt empty, all those moments you believed were lost. You may have wondered, what was the purpose of it all? Did I miss my chance? Did I misunderstand your plans for me? Hear me now, for I speak plainly to you. Nothing has been wasted. Not a single tear, not a single heartache, not a single year that seemed to pass without reward or recognition. I was working. I was moving. I was planting seeds deep within you that required time, patience, and the silent nurturing of hidden soil. You see, child, preparation in my kingdom does not always look the way you expect. You thought preparation would feel like progress, that it would look like achievement, that it would come wrapped in moments of recognition and celebration. But my preparation often looks like seasons of obscurity. It feels like waiting. It feels like being overlooked. It feels like silence. Yet in those quiet years when you thought nothing was happening, I was forging within you a resilience that only fire can produce. I was carving depths into your soul that only sorrow could reach. I was softening your heart, where it had once been hardened by disappointment. I was molding your character into something eternal, something holy, something that could not be shaken by the winds of this world. The world may not have seen it. You may not have even seen it yourself. But I saw, I see, and I know the fullness of the work I have done in you. Many times you asked me why doors closed, why opportunities slipped through your fingers, why relationships crumbled, why health faded, why people you trusted turned away. You wondered if you had failed me, if you had somehow wandered off the path I had set before you. But I tell you now, you did not fail me. You could not escape my plan even if you tried. I have held you through it all. I have guided your steps even when you felt you were walking blind. Those closed doors, they protected you. Those missed opportunities, they redirected you. Those painful endings, they purified you. My preparation is perfect, though it is rarely understood in the moment. Only now, with the wisdom of your years, can you begin to glimpse the tapestry I have been weaving. Threads of joy and sorrow, of success and struggle, of light and darkness, all intertwined to form something beautiful, something enduring, something that will outlive your days on this earth. You thought you were wandering. I was leading. You thought you were delayed. I was refining. You thought you were forgotten. I was watching more closely than ever. Nothing I have brought you through was random. Nothing I allowed was without purpose. Even the moments of deep pain, even the seasons of confusion, even the years where you felt utterly alone, these were the furnaces in which I prepared you for greater things than you could imagine. And now, as you stand in this latter season of your life, you wonder what remains for you. You question whether there is still a purpose, still a calling, still a reason to hope. I answer you with certainty. Yes, there is. I have prepared you for such a time as this. The years you thought were wasted have been the foundation for what is to come. You see, my ways are not your ways, and my timing is not your timing. I am not bound by calendars or clocks. I do not measure the worth of your life by the number of accomplishments you can count, or the milestones you have passed. I measure by faithfulness. I measure by obedience. I measure by how well you allowed me to shape your heart through the hidden years. And you, dear one, have been more faithful than you know. Even when you doubted. Even when you wept. Even when you fell and thought you could not rise again. I saw your faith flicker like a fragile flame, and I guarded it. I breathed upon it. I kept it alive when you thought all hope was gone. So now I say, lift up your head. Stop looking backward with regret. Stop mourning what you think you lost. You have not lost time. You have gained wisdom. You have gained endurance. You have gained a heart that knows how to trust me in the dark. These are treasures beyond what the world can offer. These are the qualities I seek when I choose someone to fulfill my purposes. Do not envy those who seem to run ahead with youthful energy. Do not measure yourself against those whose names are known and celebrated. I have written a story for you that is uniquely yours, and every chapter matters. Even the silent ones. Especially the silent ones. There are still things I intend to do through you. There are prayers yet unanswered that I will bring to pass. There are people who need the wisdom you carry, the compassion you have learned through pain, the gentleness you have gained through suffering. Your journey is not ending, it is unfolding. You have been prepared through seasons of difficulty so that you might now walk with authority, with clarity, with the assurance that comes not from your own strength, but from knowing you have been held by me through it all. You are not disqualified by age. You are not dismissed because of past mistakes. You are not diminished by the passing of years. I see the fullness taking shape in you, the fullness of maturity, of understanding, of grace, of patience, of faith that has been tested and proven true. This is the preparation I value. This is what I can use to bless others, to build my kingdom, to glorify my name in ways you cannot yet see. You thought your best days were behind you. I tell you, they are ahead. Because now you are ready. Ready to walk without fear of failure. Ready to love without the need for recognition. Ready to give without expectation of return. Ready to speak truth with tenderness, to offer hope with humility, to extend kindness with no agenda but to reflect my heart. Do not despise the years you thought were wasted. They were my workbench, my classroom, my sanctuary where I shaped you in secret. What you learned there, what you became there, is precious to me. I have prepared you, child, and now I call you forward. Trust me as you did in the past. Listen for my voice as you did when the world seemed silent. Follow where I lead, knowing that every step is guided by my perfect hand. I am not finished with you. I have prepared you for this moment, and I will lead you still. Hear me, child, and hear me well. I have seen every scar upon your heart, and I have counted every tear you have shed in secret places. I know the depth of your pain, the weight of your regrets, and the long shadows of your failures that still sometimes creep into your thoughts, whispering lies that you are no longer useful to me. But I tell you now, with all the authority of heaven, you are not disqualified. Not by your wounds, not by your history, not by your missteps, or the years you believe you wasted in error. I am the God who redeems, the God who restores, and the God who rewrites the endings you thought were settled in shame and loss. You see, the world tells you that your scars make you weak, that your mistakes make you unworthy. The world whispers that time has passed you by and that what could have been will never be. But I do not speak as the world speaks. My ways are higher, and my love is deeper than you have dared to hope. I have never once turned my back on you, even in your darkest moments. When you stumbled, I was there to steady you. When you fell, I was there to lift you. When you wept over choices you could not undo, I was there collecting every tear as a precious testimony to the work I was still doing within you. My child, understand this truth. The wounds you carry have not ruined you. They have prepared you. Your failures have not removed my calling. They have refined it. I have never expected perfection from you. I have only asked for surrender. And though you have faltered along the way, you have always returned to me. You have always longed for my presence, even when you thought yourself unworthy of it. That longing, that reaching for me, even in your brokenness, delights my heart more than you know. For I am not a God who loves you because you are flawless. I am a God who loves you because you are mine. Look at the scars you bear, both the ones upon your body and the invisible ones upon your heart. Do you not see how they tell a story of survival, of lessons learned, of battles fought and faith preserved? These scars are not marks of failure, but of endurance. They are proof that you have lived, that you have struggled, that you have overcome. They speak of a life that has been poured out, not hidden away. They are sacred to me because they are part of your becoming. Each one has taught you compassion. Each one has deepened your understanding. Each one has drawn you closer to my heart, where I have held you through every trial. When you look back on your life, do not focus only on where you went wrong. See instead how I brought beauty from your ashes, how I used even your mistakes to lead you closer to truth. There were times you thought you had ruined everything, relationships, opportunities, even your witness for me. But I tell you, nothing is beyond my reach to redeem. I have used the ashes of broken dreams to fertilize new gardens of hope within you. I have turned failures into foundations upon which I now build your future. What you thought would disqualify you has become the very thing that qualifies you to speak life into others who suffer as you once did. I know there are voices both within and without that tell you it's too late, that you're too broken, that you're too scarred. I tell you those voices are not mine. My voice calls you beloved. My voice calls you chosen. My voice calls you useful and precious and necessary to the work I am still doing in this world. Your story, with all its jagged edges and painful chapters, holds power because it speaks to my grace, my patience, and my unrelenting love. Who better to offer hope to the hurting than one who has been healed? Who better to speak of redemption than one who has been redeemed? Do not shrink back in shame. Do not hide the wounds you carry. I will use them as testimony. I will use them as healing balm for others. There are those around you who need to hear how I met you in your broken places, how I lifted you from despair, how I spoke peace into your chaos. They need to know I am still that same God today. I will take your scars and turn them into songs of praise. I will take your failures and turn them into stepping stones for others to find their way home to me. This is how I work. This is how I glorify myself through those who dare to believe that nothing is wasted, not even their pain. Remember my son David, who fell so grievously and yet was still called a man after my own heart. Remember Peter, who denied my son 3 times and yet became a rock upon which my church was built. Remember Moses, who doubted his worth and yet led my people to freedom. My pattern has always been to choose the broken, the weary, the scarred, and the flawed, not despite their wounds, but because of them. For through them, my glory shines all the brighter. Your life is no exception. Your story is not finished. Your usefulness is not spent. I have not cast you aside. I have prepared you for this very moment through everything you thought disqualified you. So come forward now, not with hesitation but with confidence. Not because you are strong on your own, but because you are carried by me. Let go of the shame you've carried like a heavy cloak. Lay it down at my feet. I clothe you now in honor, in purpose, in hope. You are my vessel still. You are my servant still. And though the years have etched lines upon your face and aches upon your body, they have also etched wisdom upon your soul. This is a wisdom the world desperately needs. This is a wisdom I intend to use. Do not let the enemy convince you that your time is over. Do not let your own heart deceive you into thinking I have moved on without you. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I do not begin what I will not finish. I called you from your mother's womb, and I am still calling you now. The scars you carry, the failures you fear, the regrets you hold, bring them all to me. Watch what I will do. Watch how I will take what seemed broken beyond repair and make it beautiful again. Watch how I will turn your mourning into dancing, your sorrow into joy, your defeat into testimony. I have not forgotten you. I have not abandoned my promises concerning you. I see you still, and I love you still, and I have purpose for you still. Rest in this truth. Walk forward in this truth. For your story is not a story of disqualification. It is a story of grace. Listen carefully, my child, and receive this truth deep into your heart where doubt and fear have tried to take root for too long. You have measured yourself against the wrong standards. You have looked at others and compared your strength to theirs, your accomplishments to theirs, your journey to theirs. And in doing so, you have wondered if you were lacking. You have questioned if you are enough. You have looked at your aging hands, your weary body, your slowing steps, and thought that somehow these signs of passing years mean that you no longer possess what is needed. But I am the Lord your God, and I say to you now, you are enough because I say you are enough. Not because of what you can still do, not because of what you have done, but because I have declared it to be so from the very beginning. Do you not know? Have you not heard? I do not choose as the world chooses. I do not measure as the world measures. I am not looking for strength that impresses others, nor accomplishments that earn applause. I am looking for hearts that are yielded, for spirits that are open, for souls that trust in me rather than in their own ability. From the moment I formed you, I declared you enough. Not perfect, not without flaw, not above failure, but enough because I would fill the spaces where you fall short. I would complete what you cannot complete on your own. I would carry what you cannot carry alone. Your sufficiency was never meant to rest upon your shoulders. It rests on mine. The years have tried to convince you otherwise. They have whispered to you that usefulness fades with age, that purpose diminishes with each passing season, that your worth is tied to the energy you once had and the tasks you could once perform. But I do not grow weary, and I do not retire my servants because of the number of their days. My plans stretch beyond your limitations. My calling is not bound by the ticking of clocks or the turning of calendars. My purposes for you remain as alive today as they were in the days of your youth, and your value to me has only increased with the wisdom and depth that time has brought. You ask yourself, what do I have left to give? And I answer, everything that matters. You have love that has been refined through pain. You have compassion that has been deepened through your own seasons of need. You have faith that has stood through storms and trials and come out stronger on the other side. You have wisdom that cannot be taught in books, but only earned through a life walked hand in hand with me. These are the treasures I seek. These are the offerings I desire. These are the gifts that I will use to bless others, to guide the younger, to comfort the hurting, to inspire those who have lost their way. You need not strive to prove your worth to me. You need not chase after recognition or achievements to validate your existence. You are mine. That alone makes you enough. I have placed my spirit within you. I have called you by name. I have written your name upon the palm of my hand. My love for you is not conditional upon your productivity. My delight in you does not hinge upon your accomplishments. My faithfulness to you does not waver with your changing seasons. I love you for who you are because I created you for this very time, this very place, this very purpose. Think not that your quieter days are lesser days. Think not that your slower steps mean I am finished with you. I often do my greatest work in the seasons when you feel the smallest. I often speak the loudest when the world seems to have gone silent around you. Your prayers carry weight in heaven. Your words of encouragement plant seeds that will bloom long after you are gone. Your presence brings peace to those who seek refuge in your wisdom and kindness. Never underestimate the quiet power of a life surrendered to me, even in its later chapters. You are enough because I am with you. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. My grace is sufficient for you. When you lean into me, you will find that the things you feared you could not do, I will do through you. When you offer what little you have, your time, your prayers, your listening ear, your gentle counsel, I will multiply it beyond what you can see. I have always worked through those who simply said yes, not through those who believed they were fully prepared or capable on their own. Your yes is still powerful. Your faith is still potent. Your hope is still alive. And it pleases me. Lift your head, child. Shake off the lies that tell you you're no longer needed. Dismiss the voices that say you've missed your moment. I hold time in my hands. I redeem what was lost. I restore what was broken. I bring new purpose to hearts that remain open to my call, no matter how many years they have walked this earth. Your worth is eternal because it is rooted in me. Your value is unshaken because I declared it before the foundations of the world. Consider this. I could have taken you home long ago if your work was truly finished. But you are still here. You are still breathing, still loving, still learning, still influencing others simply by living in faith. That is no accident. That is no oversight. I have kept you for such a time as this. There are prayers you still need to pray, people you still need to reach, lessons you still need to impart. There are moments of joy and peace that I still desire you to experience. You are enough to fulfill the tasks I have yet assigned to you because I will complete them through you. So walk forward without fear, speak without hesitation, love without restraint, rest without guilt. You are enough. You have always been enough, and you always will be, because I have spoken it, and my word does not return void. You are not defined by the opinions of others. You are not limited by what you see in the mirror. You are not diminished by the years behind you. You are held by my everlasting arms, sustained by my unfailing strength, and carried by my eternal love. In me you have all you need. This is your truth, beloved. This is your anchor. Let it steady you when doubt rises. Let it comfort you when loneliness creeps in. Let it empower you when fear knocks at your door. I have said it, and so it shall be. You are enough, because I say you are enough. Listen closely, dear child, and let my words settle deep within your heart like rain upon thirsty ground. I began a good work in you long ago, and I have never once abandoned it. I have never once paused it, nor have I forgotten it. My work within you is not subject to the rise and fall of your circumstances, nor is it dependent upon how you feel about yourself today. I am the God who finishes what I start. I am the God who watches over His word to perform it. I am the God who does not leave things half done or dreams half built. From the first breath you took until this very moment, I have been carefully, patiently, and lovingly shaping the story of your life. There were times, I know, when you doubted this. There were seasons when my hand seemed hidden, when your prayers seemed to go unanswered, when your days felt heavy with disappointment and fear. In those moments, you wondered if I had turned away, or if I had grown silent in your life. But hear me now. I was never silent. I was never distant. I was working in the unseen places, behind the closed doors, within the depths of your soul where even you could not see. My faithfulness has been constant, even when your faith wavered. My commitment to you has been unwavering, even when you questioned my plans. Look back and see, child, how far I have brought you. Reflect not only on your trials, but on the victories I have given you, the deliverances I have performed, the healing I have provided, and the hope I have renewed time and time again. Each step, even the painful ones, have been leading you closer to the fulfillment of what I promised. Do you think I would bring you this far to leave you now? Do you think I would invest so much love, so much patience, so much mercy into your life, only to abandon the work halfway through? No, beloved. I am the author and the finisher. I do not write stories that end in defeat. I do not build lives that collapse before their time. I finish what I start. You have grown weary at times, yes. You have felt the weight of waiting, the ache of uncertainty, the pull of discouragement. But I tell you now, your waiting has not been in vain. Your prayers have not been empty words lost to the wind. Your faithfulness, though it felt small and faltering, has moved mountains in the unseen realms. I have heard every cry. I have caught every tear. I have recorded every moment of faith in my book of remembrance. Nothing you have done in obedience to me has been wasted. Nothing you have endured in trust of me has gone unnoticed. My timing is perfect, and my completion is sure. There are things I have planted in you that are only now beginning to come forth. Seeds that lay dormant through long winters of your life are breaking through the soil because the season has come. Do not despise small beginnings, nor believe that late blooms are any less beautiful than those that come early. I have been preparing a harvest for you, one that will bring joy, one that will bring fulfillment, one that will reveal the fullness of what I intended all along. You have not missed your moment. You are not too late. You are exactly where I need you to be for the work I am completing in you. Consider how I work in the lives of my children. Abraham waited decades to see the fulfillment of my promise, yet it came in my perfect time. Joseph spent years in prisons and pits before the dream I gave him was realized, but it was realized in the fullness of my plan. Moses wandered in the wilderness not just with my people but in his own heart, before he led them to freedom. My works are not rushed. My purposes are not hurried. I finish them in the time that brings the most glory to me and the most blessing to you. Even now I am aligning people, circumstances, opportunities, and divine appointments that you cannot yet see. Even now I am preparing hearts to receive the words of wisdom, the acts of kindness, the prayers of intercession that I have called you to offer. Even now I am opening doors that no man can shut and making pathways straight where there once seemed only confusion. I am not done with you. The best chapters of your story have not yet been written. The most beautiful works of your hands have not yet been completed. The greatest fruits of your labor have not yet been harvested. I will finish this work in you because my glory is tied to your completion, and I will not share my glory with another. Rest in this truth. Breathe in this peace. You do not need to strive to finish what only I can complete. You need only to remain willing, to keep your heart open, to keep your hands lifted in surrender. I will do the rest. I will strengthen you for what remains. I will equip you for what is ahead. I will provide for every need, every challenge, every opportunity I set before you. I will finish the healing in your heart. I will finish the restoration in your family. I will finish the calling upon your life. Nothing is too hard for me. Nothing is too broken for me. Nothing is too far gone for me to redeem and make new. You will see with your own eyes the fulfillment of my promises. You will witness the unfolding of dreams you thought had long died. You will rejoice in the completion of works that you thought were forever unfinished. I am the God who makes all things new. I am the God who turns mourning into dancing. I am the God who replaces ashes with beauty and sorrow with joy. Trust me still. Follow me still. Hope in me still. For I am faithful, and I will not fail you. Your story is not ending in despair or in silence. It will end in testimony and praise. It will end with songs of thanksgiving upon your lips and joy overflowing in your heart. The work I began in you is holy, and I will bring it to completion in my perfect time. Walk forward with courage, not because you see the end, but because you trust the one who holds it. Walk forward in peace, not because the road is easy, but because I walk it beside you. Walk forward in hope, not because of what you can do, but because of what I have promised to do. So hear this again, and let it settle deep within your spirit where fear and doubt cannot reach. I will finish what I started in you. I have said it, and I will do it. I have begun it, and I will bring it to completion. I am your God, and I do not change. Rest in my faithfulness. Rejoice in my promises. For the work I began in you, I will surely, surely bring to completion.